Next up at UFC Vegas 106, we have Sodiq Yusuff taking on, I say Mairon, and everybody gets pissed at me. No, I say Marion. What do I say? What is his name?
It's Mairon, shouldn't it? It's
Mairon. I say Marion.
It's Mairon. I think it's not Mairon. It's Mairon.
I say Marion, and everybody gets annoyed.
I think it's Mairon.
At Mairon Santos, Sodiq Yusuff 13-4 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is on a 2-fight skid. He is taking on Mairon Santos, 4-1 in his last 5, 15-1 in his
fucking
career.
Racist as shit.
Why? We just said it was Mairon. That's not even a black name. And he's not black. He's Brazilian. Where's the racism?
And it's the fact that you can't see it.
Means it's not there. I don't see color. Mairon Santos. See, Mairon Santos is quite the little prospect here, which is why he's the favorite. He's a big, powerful striker. He's got solid takedown defense, plenty of patience. He's not low volume, but he will definitely plot forward and pick his shots. He's not just going to recklessly get after it. He's got power in both hands and his feet. He does a really good job defending takedowns with a really wide base of his stance. If he does not find the stoppage, he will keep his composure and continue with that game plan. He is coming off that win over Francis Marshall, where the striking was there, but he was taken down a few times. He's taking on Sodiq Yusuff, fantastic striker, decent power, incredible speed, wide variety of attacks. He is 7-3 in the UFC. He has outstruck everybody, even in 2 of those 3 losses. The only person he did not outstrike was Diego Lopez, who went in there, got in the pocket, and kind of put him out pretty early. Takedown defense is 62%, and he's got a good enough get-up game that he's not just going to be ridden out on the ground. And MMA is crazy because it wasn't too long ago that Sodiq Yusuff's a touted prospect. He's on Twitter doing those hilarious breakdowns. And now, a couple years later, 2 losses later, the breakdowns are gone. Not quite the prospect, lost a little bit of his swagger. The Diego Lopez knockout, I imagine, was a little
trashing the guy for putting the podcast aside and working on his game, Angelo?
I don't think he should have put it aside.
Hard-working black man?
I thought that podcast was hilarious. And I wouldn't even call it a podcast. I thought that bit was hilarious. He should continue to do it. The guy has an incredible sense of humor. And in this sport, you have to market yourself because the UFC is not going to do it for you unless you're a special kind of somebody that they just really want to push, whether you're getting tons of knockouts or from a country that they really need the fan base for. I am picking Sodiq Yusuff here. I think he's the better fighter. I think he is maybe not faster, but I think he's more technical. I think he hits harder. I think Sodiq Yusuff is the better overall fighter.
If you like him, that's pretty good. I would think that other people would probably.
I'm waiting for the line.
There's other people that I've noticed that you will bet at this position that you like, underdog. But there's just something about Sodiq.
I'm picking Sodiq. He's the pick here.
And typically, you would be betting on other types of people.
I don't know what that means. And no, what? Show me under. You think I just blindly bet underdogs? I'm not you. Who do you think wins this fight?
I think that you trust some underdogs more than others.
No.
The best part is I know that you halfway don't even know what's happening right now.
I knew exactly what was happening.
You're like distracted by
I'm definitely distracted,
but I knew
exactly.
Discord or something. It looks
no,
like
Tiffany was texting me about my cheerleader fitting, but she has no respect for this. I'm at work. Leave me alone. Who do you think wins this fight?
Listen, I like Sodiq Yusuff. I actually, as high as I was on Diego Lopez going into that fight, I was very, very I'm picking Diego, but Sodiq Yusuff can fucking throw those hands. He's a good guy. He can kind of do a little bit of everything, and I was worried about Diego going into that fight. He ended up kind of getting smoked a little bit. And what I've noticed, this is going to sound a little bit weird, and this is going to sound a little bit brash. And this is going to sound a little bit, I don't know, fucking a little bit wild, right?
Shut the fuck up.
It feels like to me when I watch Sodiq Yusuff fight and I was talking to Marcus on Twitter about this. He fights like short. First of all, I don't know why. Do you know why this fight's at 155? Is this a little bit short notice for Mairon, isn't it? Or I don't know why
I did not. I didn't see any meaningful reason. I actually just assumed they had the weight class wrong, to be honest with you. But it is listed everywhere. So,
but yeah, both these guys are 145ers. But it feels like Sodiq he fights short. Like he's not like a long rangy guy. He doesn't have a lot of shots from outside, and I think that's what got him in trouble in the Diego fight, because he needs to be in the pocket, and he fought somebody that was very good in the pocket with that uppercut situation. And he even saw that in the Barbosa fight a little bit. In the beginning, he got inside of Barbosa because he was crashing in. He was super, super aggressive, and that's what he tried to do against Diego, and it didn't work. But he got in the pocket, and if he gets in the pocket, he can land on people. But once Barbosa weathered that storm and it became more of a kickboxing fight, you saw Sodiq kind of struggle with that range. He just fights short. Like, his strikes aren't rangy, they're not long. And I think against a guy like Mairon Santos, who excels in that mid-range game, that Sodiq's going to have to hang out with those long, big hooks that he times well. He can get off the center line, come back with those big shots. I think it is a great matchup striking-wise for a guy like Mairon. And he's shown now that when people try to wrestle him, he can do enough. Obviously, we could have a weird situation here, because I did rewatch that Francis Marshall fight, and he did not win that fight. I mean, he did not fucking win that fight. I think I had money on Mairon Santos, and I got out scot-free on that one. But yeah, he did not win that fight. So we might have a little bit of a karma situation. I've talked about that before, and it's like a real thing. Like, you win a bullshit split and then you lose a bullshit split type of thing. But you know, as far as like talent level, this guy Mairon is fucking good. And it just feels like the space that Sodiq wants to fight in, to get to that position, Mairon is just going to make him pay. And he's very accurate with it. He's a young prospect, but he fights, even in that Francis fight, he got dropped. He was getting out wrestled and stuff, but he kind of stays, he fights like a veteran. Like, he fights like he's been doing this a long time, even though he's 24 years old. I think that's a big asset as he moves up the ranks, because he fights like a contender. So when he fights contenders, it's not going to be a big deal to him. I like Mairon. I think he's going to honestly find a knockout.
He is good. Mairon is good. He is a good fighter. He's been doing quite well for himself, and like you said, he's insanely composed. If I just look at the level of competition on both sides, it's not even remotely close.
Sodiq hadn't beaten anybody good.
But he's only lost to good people.
Okay, but he sure hasn't proved that he could beat anybody good.
Now I got to go through his freaking record. Please hold. Please hold.
Caceres, I think, was one.
Oh, okay. Bruce Leroy's good. Let's see. So he's beaten everybody they've given him except Edson Barbosa, Diego Lopez. He beat Don Shanis. Come on, dude. He lost to Arnold Allen. He beat Andre Fili. He beat Gabriel Benitez. He beat Mike Davis.
See? That was like 2017 or something. It was a long time ago.
2018. I mean, he beat everybody he's supposed to beat except Diego Lopez, who just fought for a title, Edson Barbosa, who has previously
you're saying
fought
he's
for a
beating
title.
Everybody he's supposed to beat. He's not supposed to win this fight. He's an underdog. So there you go. You just
no. This is the exact type of fight he's supposed to win.
He's the underdog. You fucking retard.
I understand what the odds say, you dumb dick. I'm just saying this is an unranked guy. He has only lost to highly ranked people.
I don't think you know how this world actually works.
Happy to bet you here because I've been fucking cleaning up on those.
All right, bet openly. I just lost $250 on a Andrade to some random ass person. But are you going to accept this bet? Name the number.
Send it to me and I'll grab it quick.
They used to do private. Why don't they do private anymore?
Well, maybe they do. Check it out. I don't know.
I've been trying to find it. Does anybody know if they still do private? I can't find private.
All right. Check out all the picks, the bets, the tools, and everything else at WeWantPicks.com. $7,900 for Sodiq Yusuff in DraftKings Fantasy. $8,300 for Mairon Santos in DraftKings Fantasy. Listen,
Put Mairon in some lineups, I'm telling you.
I'm not going to throw Sodiq because I don't think he wrestles. I think he wins just a clean sort of striking exchange, and I don't think that's going to score that well despite having the 7 in front of us. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. But WeWantPicks.com. This guy says Angelo really didn't invite Jacob to his wedding. I met him after we were engaged.
Oh, bullshit.
Not bullshit. I literally met him after we were engaged.
That was probably 6 to 8 weeks of us hanging out every single day before you got married. You didn't even mention when. You just came back one week
A
and
wedding
were like, oh,
is
we got
planned
married.
a full year in advance.
I couldn't even give you a fucking gift. You didn't even mention that you were getting married. I had no idea until all of a sudden it's like, wonder where Angela is this weekend. And then next weekend you're like, oh yeah, we had a lot. You guys were talking about the wedding, and I'm just sitting on the couch like, wow, cool.
This is like over 10 years ago. And I had just met you a little while earlier. If I invited
6
you, it
weeks,
would have been
and we
weird.
had hung out every day.
Inviting you would have been weird.
What are you talking about? Hey, buddy, that I've been
You don't-
hanging out with
You don't
all
invite
the time.
people that you've known for 6 weeks to a wedding, and you wouldn't have gone
To
anyway.
me, you were my best friend immediately.
And you still are mine.
Well,
But,
you're
you
not
know,
mine.
Fine.
I've moved on.
I remember that. When you needed a place to lay your head at 2 o'clock.
Congratulations on the
When you
promotion,
needed
Minty Bets,
a
from promotion to best friend.
Better step up your eating, Minty. When you needed a place to stay at in the middle of the night because the fire alarm was going off at your apartment, who picked you up? I did. I picked you up.
I think that was Tiffany.
Was it?
Oh, that was the night before.
You got picked up twice?